today I'm going to be making a chocolate raspberry cake. So for this one, I just thought I'd start with a bang. So I've done a massive cake today. And if you want to learn how to make this amazing big cake, then carry on watching. So let's get into the baking. Okay, so the ingredients you'll need are 250 grams of unsalted butter, 200 grams of chocolate, 180 grams of water or coffee, 4 eggs, 150 grams of yogurt or buttermilk, 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil or any non-flavoured oil, 200 grams of caster sugar, and 150 grams of plain flour and 150 grams of self-raising flour, a whole teaspoon of baking powder, and 60 grams of cocoa powder. Let's get into the baking. So the first thing we're going to do is get out a nice big saucepan to put some of our ingredients into. So let's get one out. There we go, here is my saucepan. And into this we are going to be putting our butter, our chocolate, and our water or coffee. Coffee would be better, but the person who does do this doesn't really drink coffee, so I decided this wouldn't be great, so I'm just putting some water, and now I'm going to go over to the stove. So here I just put the butter and the chocolate and some water in the bowl, and I just melted it all down. Okay, so now we are going to grab our 4 eggs and we are going to crack them into my trusty bowl. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are just going to whisk these up. And now I've whisked them up, I'm now going to add in the yogurt. So put all of that in. There we go. We're going to now mix that. And last of all, we're going to add in the oil. Lovely chocolate and butter mixture into that. Yum, yum, yum. Oh my gosh, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. So now I'm going to mix all of this in. And now I'm going to grab a sieve. There we go, so now I've grabbed the sieve. I'm going to be putting in some of the cocoa powder just to add some more chocolatiness into this mixture. And the plain flour and the self-raising flour, as well as the last ingredient we have here, the baking powder. So now I'm just going to sit this in. And now I'm going to grab my spatula and fold this in. Okay, so off camera I just lined 2 8-inch tins, and now I'm going to pour all of this mixture evenly throughout the tins. So I preheated the oven to 170 degrees C and I cooked them for about 30 minutes each. Don't forget to test them in the middle though. Okay, so it's the next day, everything has been cooling. I've made some raspberry goo, I've made some buttercream, and I've made some chocolate ganache. So if you want to find out how to make some Swiss Milan buttercream and some raspberry goo, then go to my raspberry cupcakes video, it'll be on there. And so now we're going to start putting this together. So I've got my cake board here, so I'm just going to put that down. And I'm going to unwrap my first layer of my cake. So I'm just going to unwrap. I kept these in the fridge overnight just so they could cool down completely. So that's what I'm going to put them all together now. So my first cake. And I'm going to get ready to put that on. So I'm going to grab a little palette knife. So I've got my palette knife and I'm just going to grab a little bit of buttercream, Swiss roll buttercream, put that on there. And then I'm going to grab my cake, push that on top. I'll bring you guys a bit closer just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so it's the next day and we're now going to start putting all of this together. So I trimmed the top of all my cakes, so I've got 4 individual cakes here. I also have some Swiss meringue buttercream over here, and I've got some raspberry goo, and I also made some chocolate ganache. If you want to find out how to make that, then go over to my raspberry raspberry cupcakes video, and that should all be on there. So at first, I've got my first cake on here, and I've got some buttercream just so it doesn't move around. So now I'm just going to grab my palette knife, and I'm going to put some of this buttercream. I'm just going to whack it on and smooth it around. Okay, so now I've done that, as you can see, I'm just going to take the outside out just to make it a big hole in the middle. Which you may think, oh Eva, what are you doing? That's weird. But you'll see why we've made this raspberry goo, which is very simple to make, and I recommend you go and try it out. So now I'm going to grab some of this, and I'm also going to grab a spoon, and I'm going to take about a tablespoon of the goo, and I'm going to put it in the middle, and I'm going to spread it out with my spoon. And we're going to do this for every single layer. And so for the last layer, I'm now going to grab my cake and I'm going to flip it over and put it on top. So there we go. That's how our cake is. So now I'm going to put a crumb coat on it. Okay, so here is my cake. So it's all covered. I'm going to work the sides down in a minute. But don't worry about the side because we're now going to add some chocolate ganache as a droop. And ta-da! Here is the finished product. Absolutely ecstatic of how it's come out. So I just put some swirls on top of the cake, and I just put some of the leftover raspberry goo on top of it, and then spread it all out. Put some of the extra buttercream around the sides, and some nice raspberries with some glitter on top. Because the girl loves her glitter. So yes, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to check out all my other videos, and if you want to know where I've been, because obviously I haven't posted in a while, then check out this video. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my Instagram, it's baking.with.eva. So yeah, see you guys next time, bye.